Hello, today we'll make zucchini boats and bites. We can call it pizza without dough. The required ingredients are zucchini, some sauce, and toppings of your choice. Let's start by cutting the zucchini. We'll trim both the ends and we'll discard it away. Now I'm going to slit the zucchini into two halves from top to bottom vertically, and we will use a spoon to scoop all the flesh, that is the center portion, the inside portion, out. We won't be discarding the flesh away. We can use it in many other dishes, and also we can use it for the sauce or the stuffing that we'll be using in today's pizza. So here is another way of cutting the zucchini for making zucchini bites. We are cutting it horizontally into small rounds. With this piece, we'll make some smaller boats. All parts of this vegetable are edible, including the seeds and the peels. Now we have the crust or the base ready for making a non-dough pizza. So for assembling the mini pizzas, we have some dried herbs, some paneer, and several other toppings including tomatoes, any other cheese of choice, capsicum, and some sauce. This sauce is actually made with the flesh of the zucchini that we prepared for today's pizza, as well as some peels of some other vegetables. We can use any sauce of choice, sauce or even chutneys that we make. This assembly we can do as per our preferences. We can include olives, onions, spinach, even corn and other toppings that we use for our normal pizzas. The same recipe and steps can be followed with many other vegetables. We can make a stuffed capsicum, stuffed tomatoes, even with brinjal, the bottle brinjal, the big ones. We can do a similar kind of bites. Adding some cheese. Here I have used paneer as well as a different type of store-bought cheese. We can use any kind of cheese as per preferences, mozzarella, cheddar, or if preferred, vegan cheeses. One important aspect we should remember is store-bought cheese will have salt in it, so we'll have to reduce the salt content in other ingredients used to balance. Now we'll bake it in the oven at 180 degrees for anywhere between 12 to 25 minutes, or until it starts browning. It depends upon the size also. Most of the ingredients used can be eaten raw, or in the case of sauce here, it's already cooked. So even the lowest time that it's baked will be good to go. Once it's baked, you can see some portion of the vegetables as well as the cheese has started turning brown. We had actually seen something called enzymatic browning in our earlier episode, but Today, this process of a cheese or a vegetable turning brown on cooking, it's called non-enzymatic browning. There are two main reactions that we will come across. One is the Maillard reaction and the other is the caramelization. These are the two reactions that are responsible for foods turning brown when cooked. For example, dosas and bread toasts, these turn brown due to the reaction called Maillard reaction. When it comes to vegetables, it's due to the process called caramelization that most of the vegetables turn brown on cooking. Some of the vegetables, like onions, they undergo both the reactions, Maillard reaction as well as caramelization. Same holds good with brinjals, sweet potatoes, corns, and others. Same way, cheese also undergoes both the reactions, and that's why they turn brown. Many other baked items also undergo both these reactions. The technical details and the subtle differences between the two reactions we will study as we grow up. For now, what we have to understand is when any food item, any ingredient is exposed to heat, there is some kind of a chemical change that is happening, chemical reaction that happens, and one such reaction is this browning. Heating not only brings in the color change, it also enhances flavor. When we heat it to a very high temperature for a longer time, chances are there that the food gets burnt or even subtle bitter taste starts coming. So basic lesson is for us to maintain a correct temperature and cooking for the right amount of time and constant monitoring, keeping an eye on any physical changes. So apart from following any recipes, these are the basic steps that we have to remember. Now continuing to make the zucchini bites. Now we are going to follow a similar kind of assembly as we did for the zucchini boards, and we'll make a sandwich. These will also be baked at around 180 degrees Celsius, but for a shorter amount of time because these are smaller in size. The details about cooking these in a tawa will be shared in the description box.